guys, it's Marine. Welcome back to my little English page. How are you guys today? Okay, so this is Saturday morning. I know it's early for practice, but we're there, we're motivated, we've got coffee, we're ready to go. So I see we have a few of you already here. So how are you guys? Hello Lolly, hello Sheriff, hello Nina. Nina, are you feeling a bit better now? I hope you're better. Hi Mohammed. Papalu. oh my gosh, Nina, I'm so sorry. You're in hospital. Oh wow, I hope you get better soon. Oh, that's a bit scary. All right, guys. Well, we are back for our weekly listening practice. As you know, today it's going to be, I think, maybe a little bit more challenging because we are going to listen to an audio with a Scottish accent. So this is an accent that you are probably not used to. So hopefully it's not too difficult. The story is shorter than usual. So cross fingers that it goes well. Hi Sergi, how are you? Okay, it's super hot today. So I've got my fan ready. Okay, so as you know, guys, just as usual, we are going to start with a little bit of listening practice. Then we will have a look at some vocabulary. And then, of course, we'll talk a little bit about the moral of the story. So this is just the same as usual. We're going to keep doing this format for a little while. Once you start getting bored, guys, just let me know. And I'll change it up a little bit to make it more interesting, I guess. Alright, so again as well, if you want to help my little English page to create more content or better content, you can support me at www.co-fi.com. This is a place where you can just buy me a little coffee and become one of the sponsors of the week. On Saturday, I give the shout out. Alright guys, so today's fable, because as you know, all of our listening practices are based on fables. So fables are short stories, very short usually, and they have a moral. So there's a lesson to learn from fables. Today's a fable that I was not familiar with. I had never heard of it. So let's have a look at what it is called. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, so today we're going to have a look at the traveler and the dog. Now, I wanted to show you that traveler can have two different spellings. Of course, remember the difficult or more complicated spelling is usually the British spelling, which is why traveler with two L's is the UK spelling, and traveler with one L is the US spelling. And I put those in the opposite order. Ha ha ha. Mistake, Marine, mistake. So let me just rearrange. Oh, the dog is right on my face. Ha ha ha. This is how you're going to expand your vocabulary by not just sticking to the words that you know, but looking for synonyms and antonyms. In this case, dog obviously doesn't have antonyms. Antonyms are words that have the opposite meaning. But synonyms, yes, we have a few. So for example, we have hound, and we also have pooch, a little pooch, a hound, a dog. It's pretty much the same. Alright guys, so today's lesson, let's get started with the Scottish accent. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to read it once to you first. Wait, somebody says I don't hear you. Can you not hear me, guys? Oh, okay, you scared me, Sergi. Alright, so I'm going to read it once to you. Just because I think it's going to help you understand it better once you hear the Scottish accent. And I don't want you to see the words, I just want you to focus on the listening aspect first. Okay? Yes, Sheriff, those in the photos are actually puppies. You're right, they're baby doggies. So yeah, puppies, absolutely. All right. So Wilson is here. Hello, Marine. Alonso is here, ready to learn. And let me tell you something, days ago. So you can hear me very well. Well, thank you. Fantastic. Awesome. Okay, so are you ready, guys? So for the first time, you don't need a pen, you don't need a paper. You just need to listen to me. Now, if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, don't look at me while I read. Because if you see my mouth, it makes it easier for you to understand. So if you want to challenge yourself, don't look at me. Look away. Don't look. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to read it for you once. Let's go. Okay. The traveler and his dog. A traveler about to set out on a journey saw his dog stand at the door stretching himself. He asked him sharply, "Why do you stand there gaping? Everything is ready but you. So come with me instantly." The dog, wagging his tail, replied, "Oh, master, I am quite ready. It is you for whom I am waiting." The loiterer often blames delay on his more active friend. Okay, so this was our fable for today, guys. Now we are going to listen to it in a Scottish accent. So what I want you to do, this time, don't focus on filling the gaps. I want you to focus on the differences between English from England, I guess, and Scottish English. Okay, so I want you to tell me a few sounds maybe that you've noticed are pronounced differently. So let's listen to it. Again, guys, don't focus on filling the gaps here. Just focus on how it sounds with the Scottish accent. Okay? Let's do that.
A traveller about to set out on a journey saw his dog stand at the door stretching himself. He asked him sharply, "Why do you stand there gaping? Everything is ready but you, so come with me instantly." The dog, wagging his tail, replied, "Oh, master, I am quite ready. It is you for whom I am waiting." The loiterer often blames delay on his more active friend.
Okay, so did you notice differences between how I said it and how this speaker said it? Let me know in the comment section. I want to hear your opinion on that. Or if you thought it sounded pretty much the same. Maybe. I don't know. I want to know what you think. Alright. Guys, while you comment as well, for those of you who are new, just so you know, the comments take a few seconds to come through. So I might not see your comments straight away. They're coming. But while we wait, guys, please make sure that you like the lesson. And yeah, give it a big thumbs up. So Sheriff is saying, again, for Pete's sake. Okay, so let's listen to it one more time. Let's go.
A traveller about to set out on a journey saw his dog stand at the door stretching himself. He asked him sharply, "Why do you stand there gaping? Everything is ready but you, so come with me instantly." The dog, wagging his tail, replied, "Oh, master, I am quite ready. It is you for whom I am waiting." The loiterer often blames delay on his more active friend.
Okay, so did you notice some letters or some letter combinations that are pronounced differently? I think, for example, one of the first words that we hear, the word about, is pronounced quite differently. He says about instead of about. Now, please don't hold me accountable for my Scottish accent. It's really bad. Every time, because this is my father-in-law who recorded the audio, Every time he comes or we visit, I try to imitate his accent or copy it, and it's just a disaster. Okay, so for example, Lolly is saying, you understand my accent better. Okay. I think it's because you're more used to it. You know what the sounds are. But here, if you're not familiar, it can be quite different, sorry. So yes, Sheriff is mentioning as well, for example, the Y. I've noticed that he doesn't say the Y as a w, he says as a wh. So it's like if there was an H before that W. Why? Yes, very good. Yes, quite. He says quite, I think. Absolutely. So it's interesting how different it is, isn't it? Okay. Alright, so now let's actually do the exercise. Grab your pen, grab a paper, and let's see if you can fill in the gaps this time. Alright? So this one is really slow. I've purposely separated the sentences because I thought it might be a bit more challenging for you guys. But I will play it several times, of course. Okay? Are you ready? Yes, Marie, we're so ready. Awesome. Let's go. You sure you have a pen and a paper? All right, so.
A traveller about to set out on a journey saw his dog stand at the door stretching himself. He asked him sharply, "Why do you stand there gaping? Everything is ready but you, so come with me instantly." The dog, wagging his tail, replied, "Oh, master, I am quite ready. It is you for whom I am waiting." The loiterer often blames delay on his more active friend.
Okay, so I see some of you are already giving the answers. So Sergi said, some words I don't understand, and I don't understand the Scottish accent. Again, it makes sense. If it is not an accent you're familiar with, if you've never heard somebody speak with a Scottish accent, it is going to be very challenging, absolutely. Now, Sheriff says, the A and the O sound, you're into the A and the O sound in British English? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Okay, and Mohammed has set on instantly. Okay, so Mohammed, you've got a lot of the words. Good job. So let's play it again.
A traveller about to set out on a journey saw his dog stand at the door stretching himself. He asked him sharply, "Why do you stand there gaping? Everything is ready but you, so come with me instantly." The dog, wagging his tail, replied, "Oh, master, I am quite ready. It is you for whom I am waiting." The loiterer often blames delay on his more active friend.
Alright, and just for you guys, I'm going to play it one more time. Then we'll have a look at the answers, okay? So one last time. And yes, Sheriff and Sergi, you've got a lot of good answers as well. Let's go.
A traveller about to set out on a journey saw his dog stand at the door stretching himself. He asked him sharply, "Why do you stand there gaping? Everything is ready but you, so come with me instantly." The dog, wagging his tail, replied, "Oh, master, I am quite ready. It is you for whom I am waiting." The loiterer often blames delay on his more active friend.
Okay, so a lot of you seem to have the answers, so that's really good, guys. Often blames, why, instantly, quite ready. Okay, so let's listen to the answers now. Are you ready? Let's go.
A traveller about to set out on a journey saw his dog stand at the door stretching himself. He asked him sharply, "Why do you stand there gaping? Everything is ready but you, so come with me instantly." The dog, wagging his tail, replied, "Oh, master, I am quite ready. It is you for whom I am waiting." The loiterer often blames delay on his more active friend.
Alright, how was that? So for example, Sheriff, it's interesting because you said set in. But remember, at the beginning of the live, we focused on the word about, and he says about, so set out. So yeah, that's why it can maybe confuse with in, set out. I can see that. Hello, Diorario, nice to meet you. Okay, he said replete, maybe, okay, yeah. Set on, why, instantly. Okay, so some are quite right, others are not quite perfect yet. Let's listen one more time before we move on to vocabulary. So last time, ready, set, go.
A traveller about to set out on a journey saw his dog stand at the door stretching himself. He asked him sharply, "Why do you stand there gaping? Everything is ready but you, so come with me instantly." The dog, wagging his tail, replied, "Oh, master, I am quite ready. It is you for whom I am waiting." The loiterer often blames delay on his more active friend.
Alright, so yeah, I think a lot of you got confused with the set out, and many of you thought it was also set on. I do think the ow sound is one of the sounds that changes the most with the Scottish accent. So that's why it's, yeah, he says set out. He doesn't really say the T at the end of out. Absolutely. So guys, this one was actually the easier one of the two Scottish audios I've recorded. In probably 3 weeks or 4 weeks, something like that, we'll do another one that's a little bit longer and also a little bit more difficult because he spoke a bit faster and the words were blending even more than in this recording. So make sure that you listen to this one again and again to start getting used to it, and to look online maybe for more audios that you can hear, listen to, sorry, in a Scottish accent. Alright guys, so let's move on to our vocabulary part of the lesson. But before we go, it's the thumbs up raining. Thumbs up, come on, give it a like, give it a like. I haven't done the little thumbs up video yet, but I'm going to do it soon. Okay, come on, give it a like, give it a like. Yes, Diaria, yeah, he didn't pronounce the T similar to the glottal stop. Yes, absolutely. So Sergio is saying, I need to watch it 10 times more to understand the Scottish accent perfectly, but it's pretty understandable. Yes, again in this one, it was the first one he recorded, so he was very self-conscious of how he was speaking and paying a lot more attention. Okay? Also, before we move on, guys, make sure that you have already pressed the thumbs up, so that's good. Now you need to make sure that you also share the video. Okay? Alright, so let's move on to vocabulary now. So because the story was a little bit shorter, we have fewer words than other times, but hopefully this is still vocabulary that you were not familiar with, and that will help you understand the story a little bit better. So the first one is be about to. I think a lot of you know this structure, but it's a really good structure. I really like it and it sounds nice. So what would you say to be about to means? What do you think? So in the text, he said, a traveler about to set out on a journey. So this is not exactly the same as be about to, but it has the same meaning, okay? In the example, in the text, we don't have the be, but it's still correct, and it is extremely similar. Okay. Oh, Sheriff, so you watch the Premier League and you hear the different accents there, obviously. Yeah, that's a good way of working on accents. Yeah, really good. Okay, so Mohammed is saying it means nearly. Nearly, yes, but you're missing a little bit of information by just saying nearly. It's a bit more than just nearly. I'm about to hit the sack. Okay, that's a good expression. But how would we describe about to? I'm about to start cooking, okay. So good examples, guys, but try to explain what it means in other words. I know it's difficult because that's pretty much one of the only ways to say this, but you can find other words, other synonyms to say it. This, guys, is good practice. Remember, when you write in the comment section, be careful with your spelling, punctuation, and capitals. This is a bit of a writing practice, but it's also a good way for you to work on synonyms and alternatives. This will widen your vocabulary. Okay, so Sheriff says just. Okay, starts immediately. Okay, you guys are pretty good here. It means on the verge of. It means it's going to happen extremely soon. Okay, it is about to happen. Good. Well done, Lolly. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. So Sergi say be about to is when you intend to do something soon. Perfect. Very good definition, Sergi. Very good. Then the next word is stretch. Stretch. To stretch. So let me read the passage again in the story. A traveller about to set out on a journey saw his dog stand at the door stretching himself. So the himself here, guys, just so you know, is not necessary. It's a fable, so it's kind of a figure of speech. It's to make it look and sound better. Alright, a minute before doing something, going to, very good. Great examples, great definitions, guys. So to stretch. So the dog is stretching himself. What could he be doing if he's stretching? So for example, let me show you a different way. So this, what, is it working? Can you see I am stretching it? I'm kind of pulling it apart, making it longer. But what does that mean if we're referring to a dog or a person? So yawn. Mohammed, it doesn't mean yawn, but very often when you stretch, you yawn as well because you tend to stretch when you're tired. And then Sheriff is saying stretching his muscles. Yes. So stretch is pretty much to elongate. So here I used to straighten, or extend your body. So when you wake up, you stretch your body. And the dog was just waiting and stretching as well. So I am going to remove this one, guys, because it's right in the middle of my face. But if you need me to put it back again, make sure you do. Thank you, Sheriff. This is actually a little pencil case with activities inside. Okay. Yeah, flex your muscles. It's actually the opposite of flexing. Yeah. Okay, good. So let me just remove this one because it's right in my face. And let's move on to the next one. Sharply. Sharply. What could that mean? Sharply. So let me read the sentence again. He asked him sharply, "Why do you stand there gaping?" Sharply. So if you ask something sharply, what does it mean? So first, to understand this word, we need to analyze the word. Sharply comes from sharp. So an example of something that is sharp could be a pencil. Let me see if I have a sharp pencil. Well, it's not very sharp, but when you, it's not very sharp, but when you, I don't even know how you call it, what you say. When you sharpen your pencil, you make it sharp, you make it very pointy, very pricky, okay? Scenery stretch behind the horizon, okay. So, yes, so if something is sharp, a knife could be sharp, it means it can cut easily. But in this case, exactly, in a rough way, seriously, maybe you could even say a bit angrily. He was snapping at him. So yes, very good, guys. In a rough way, seriously, angrily. I used suddenly and intensely. But those worked very well as well, Sheriff. Good job. Okay, fantastic. Ooh. So then the next one was gape. Gape. Ooh. So let's read the sentence. Where was it? Yes. He asked him sharply, "Why do you stand there gaping? Why do you stand there gaping?" So gape is a word related to, it's a vision word if you want. Okay, so like stare, that's another word. So it's a verb related to how you see or how you look at things. Okay. Yes, harshly, very good. Those work very well as well. Okay, so gape. What is it to gape? To gape, gape. Let me read it one more time again. He asked him sharply, "Why do you stand there gaping?" Gaping. So I see you guys are not commenting on this one. Is it because it's more challenging? No idea what it means? To gape. Gape. No? Alright, so, no, I can't give you a hint for this one. Just know that it's a way of looking at someone. But, so usually it's when you look in great surprise with an open mouth. In this case, the dog is not surprised. He's kind of just waiting with his mouth open up. And that's why the traveler says, "Why are you gaping?" His mouth is a bit open. Okay, so Mohammed says, "Stare at something." Okay. Stare with open mouth. Good. Can you read the line after this one? Yeah, sure. So he asked him sharply, "Why do you stand there gaping? Everything is ready but you, so come with me instantly." Okay, good. So yeah, that is what gaping means. I guess it's not too far off from gazing either. Yeah, you're not wrong there. Good. Okay, good. So let's move on to the next one. I am again going to remove this one because it's right in the middle of my face. Like the wow emoji. Oh, yeah. Okay. That would work. That's not the one I wanted to remove. It's this one. Okay, the next one is a word very often associated with dogs. Okay. So, to wag. Wag. In this context, the dog was wagging his tail. Let me read the sentence. The dog, wagging his tail, replied, "Oh, master, I am quite ready. It is for you whom I am waiting." So, what does wag mean? So he's wagging his tail. So the tail, remember, is the kind of long body parts that dogs have above their bumhole. And what does the tail do usually? Okay, Mohammed, shake. Yes, okay, that's pretty much it, to shake. What else? How else could we describe what wagging a tail is? To wag. Let's wag. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Any other ideas? Yes, Sheriff, moving his tail. Very good. Exactly. So I wrote move from side to side because that's how they move their tail. Okay? Good. But it can also be up and down, apparently. Alright, fantastic. Then the next word was loiterer. Loiterer. What is that? What is that? A loiterer. Let me read the sentence again. The loiterer often blames delay on his more active friend. So to understand what a loiterer is, you have to understand who it's referring to in the story. So do you think the loiterer refers to the traveler to the traveler or to the dog? That should help you figure out, okay? Alright, so we have puppies shaking their tails when they're happy. Exactly, they wag their tail when they're happy. Good. Lolly's saying to move up and down. Yes, okay, very good. Swinging, that's another one that could work. Fantastic. So who does the loiterer refer to? Does that refer to the traveler or does it refer to the dog? So Sheriff says from the lottery. I don't think so. I genuinely don't think it comes from the lottery. I don't think so, Sheriff. I'm sorry. So, what else? What else? What else? So you think it refers to the dog. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. The owner of the dog. Okay, so we have different opinions on this one. You know what? Let me play the audio one more time. I'm going to play the answers. That way you see all the words. And try to focus on what it means and who the loiterer refers to. So let's play it one more time, guys.
A traveller about to set out on a journey saw his dog stand at the door stretching himself. He asked him sharply, "Why do you stand there gaping? Everything is ready but you, so come with me instantly." The dog, wagging his tail, replied, "Oh, master, I am quite ready. It is you for whom I am waiting." The loiterer often blames delay on his more active friend.
Okay, so obviously when you hear the end, you say it's the loiterer often blames delay on his more active friend. In this case, the dog was ready before, so he was probably more active beforehand. Now he's not anymore, but he was. So yes, in this case, the loiterer refers to the man. Okay, complainers or blamers. Okay, good. All right, so in this case, a loiterer is someone who goes slowly, stops often. So that's what it means. Let's move on to our next word. Again, I'm going to remove this one because it's right in my face. But let's remove this one. Exactly, Sergi. The loiterer is a person who is slow. Cher said lazy people, procrastinators. Yeah, that could work as well. Okay, fantastic. Great job. So then, our next word, this is a word that I think you know, to blame, but I want to see if you can think of synonyms or alternatives of blame, the word blame. Can you think of synonyms? So let me read again the sentence. It's again in the moral. The loiterer often, or often, you can say it both ways, blames. So let me repeat. The loiterer often blames delay on his more active friend. So blame someone for something. What does that mean? Okay, let me give you another example. I blame you for the loss of my dog. That means, what am I saying there? I'm saying, you lost my dog. If I blame you for something, that means I think you did it. Okay? So let's see what synonyms or alternatives of blame you can come up with. I just don't want to give you away the answers just yet. So let's wait, because of course, remember, there's a little delay, guys, between the moment that you write and I receive the comments. So Sergi is saying offend. No, that's not what it means. Yes, really, guilt, you're getting much closer. Guilt, charge. I think, Sergi, in this case, you're trying to use the criminal word. But yeah, I understand what you mean. It's not quite charge, but I see what you're going with that. When you are the reason or the cause or of something, yes. Suspect, accuse, that's a good one. Accuse, very good. The one that I chose was to hold responsible, Good, Lolly. At the same time, I've received your comment at the same time. Hold responsible, hold accountable. Good. Nina, you're saying it's your wrong, so your mistake. Well, you can blame yourself, and in this case, it would be your own mistake, your fault. But it doesn't work that way all the time, okay? And then I think we have one more. Again, it's a common word, but I want to see if you can describe this word in your own words. Delay. Delay. So again, that was in the moral of the story. The loiterer often blames delay on his more active friend. Okay? So what is a delay? Do you know? I will drink coffee while you reply, guys. And Khalid is not here today, but today I actually have a cold coffee. An iced coffee. So, let's go. A delay. Let's give me some synonyms, guys. You can do it. I know you can. Or if you can't find one synonym, try to describe what a delay is in your own words. Okay, this is good practice to try and change up the vocabulary that we always use. Okay, good. Postpone. So in this case, a delay is a noun and postpone is a verb. But yes, that's the same idea. Very good. Procrastination. I guess procrastination could be the cause, but it's not exactly quite the same. Yes, Mohammed, postpone. Putting on the back burner. Not the backfire. But yes, good. Cause to be late. Delay is a pause. Good. Those are great, guys. Very, very good. Fantastic. Good. So what I chose is a period of time by which something is late. But all of your explanations were great and even more, I can't find the word. They were shorter than mine, so that's good. Very good, guys. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Sheriff. Wow, thank you for letting us know. Wow, that's heartbreaking. All right. Okay, guys, so we've pretty much reached the end of the vocab section as well. Now I just want to know what you understand. What's the moral of the story here? What do you understand when we say the loiterer often blames delay on his more active friend? What does that mean? What do you understand? What lesson is there to learn from that? The loiterer often blames delay on his more active friend. What do you think? I actually struggled a little bit more to understand this one. But I guess for me it means that lazy people often blame problems, not just delay, but problem. They blame that on others. That's how I take this. But I really want to hear what you think, because again, I was struggling a bit more to understand this one and put it more in context. So I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. So delay is time after something must happen. That's not very clear, Sergi. Can you rephrase that? I'm not sure I understand what you mean there. So Sheriff, so for you it means that you should be held responsible of your own actions. Good. Okay. Don't put the blame on others. Don't put the blame on me. Wait, maybe I shouldn't sing that. I'm going to be copyrighted. But yes, absolutely. Don't put the blame on others. You are the master of your own destiny. Whatever happened is probably because of actions that you did or didn't. Good job. So anybody else has their own opinion of what this could mean? Let me read it one more time. The loiterer often blames delay on his more active friend. The loiterer often blames delay on his more active friend. I just want to go back on the word often, because actually someone made a comment about that in the live, I think on Thursday. Often and often are both absolutely correct, okay? Often, fine, okay? And yes, Mohammed, you shouldn't blame things on others. Absolutely. Very good, guys. Well, you know what? We've reached the end of our lesson. Today was a bit of a quicker one, but that makes sense because the audio was shorter as well. And I told you there was a little bit less vocabulary. That's a good one. Don't be a couch potato. Good. Move on. Carry on. Very good. So possibly some people cannot assume quick duration. So you mean some people can't last, or they can't keep doing things for long enough, maybe? Sheriff, so take initiatives. Very good. Okay, guys. Alright, so this is about it for today. This was a quick one. I see a lot of you struggle with the Scottish accent, and we also lost quite a few people along the way on this live. I think that scared off a few students, but I still think it's important to be aware of different accents out there. So we will do more audios with a Scottish accent, just not right now. Now, just before we go, as you know, you can show my little English page a bit of love and support. The first thing you can do is give the video a big like. Then the second thing you can do is share the video with as many people as possible. And the third thing you can do is buy me a coffee. This is something that will go towards improving the materials, improving my equipment, and also help me make more content. Okay, guys? And to do that, you just have to go to www.co-fi.com. And those of you who do buy me a coffee will get a big shout out next Saturday as well. Now, before we move on, I did want to ask you, is Saturday morning a good time for the class, or would you like me to teach it maybe just a little bit later during the day, or maybe you'd like me to change the day maybe to Sunday morning? Easy. I want to make sure that this fits your guys' schedule, because obviously it's for you. I think we're pretty good now with the Thursday at 4 p.m. But what do you think about this Saturday morning? Now, just so you know, so our next live is going to be obviously on Thursday at 4 p.m. GMT +2. But next Saturday, for listening, we are going to have a guest audio, I guess. We actually have another teacher that very kindly agreed to record a lesson for me. Not a lesson, record one of the audios, and she's also going to share a few tips with you on, you know, how to improve your listening, or maybe give you some kind of resource that you could use. And this is going to be Halima from Blackboard English. Yay! You guys know I do a lot of things with Halima. We're quite good friends. This is probably one of the online teachers that I actually have a relationship with, because, you know, online it can be quite difficult to meet people. And we actually met in person last Christmas, so that was super exciting. Now, yes, it is true, Sheriff. I didn't mention it yet, but on Tuesday, I also go live on Facebook at 5 p.m. And this week, we're doing day 6 of my little marathon, which will be on why you're not improving in English, and maybe what you can do to, you know, go a little bit further and improve. Okay? So some of you are saying, yeah, it's a great time for you. It's okay for you as well. Okay, fantastic. Great. So Sheriff is asking, are you going to attend any future Spanish festival or cultural event in the next few days? So first thing, guys, I've actually never, ever gone to a festival. They kind of scare me a little bit, because people just get drunk and do, you know, loads of drugs, and that's not really my scene. And just standing in mud for days and sleeping in tents. So I've actually never gone to a festival. And regarding cultural events, no, there's not so much going on in Spain in summer because it's too hot. So it usually happens a little bit before and after summer. So yeah, nothing for now, Sheriff. Maybe later. Yes, Lolly, you know Halima. Halima is fantastic. I love Halima. She's wonderful, and she's genuinely a nice person as well. which, you know, it's not something that you feel online usually, and you really do get that with her. So I'm really excited. I really hope you guys are all here next Saturday to, you know, listen to Halima and see what tips she has for us. So please make sure that you let as many people know as possible. Remember, the more we are, the more fun we have. So yes, Sheriff, she's such a respected and skillful teacher. Good. Now, Sheriff is asking, when do you wear the Spanish traditional dress? I actually didn't wear it this year, but you wear this dress, so the flamenco dress. You wear it for the fair, the Seville fair usually, or any kind of fair. Let me see if I can find a photo on my phone and I can show you what it looks like. Yeah, it's the typical attire in Spain, actually in Andalusia, so the south of Spain, and it is a beautiful dress. I really like it. I even have a photo with Lucy and we're both in our dress. I'm gonna have to go back a long time on my Instagram, so just give me a second, guys. Again, remember, this is the end of the lesson, so feel free to just ask me some questions and I will answer them for you gladly. So let's see, where's my flamenco dress? This is from my first year. I don't know if you guys can see. Can you see? There's a bit of a shadow. My screen is all messed up. But yeah, so that is the flamenco dress, the Sevillana dress. Yeah. Yeah, the blue one with dots, exactly, Sheriff, exactly. Yeah, no, I didn't go this year because it's quite expensive, and also the Seville fair is quite specific because most of them, so basically it's little tents that you go in and you can get some drinks, some food, dance, listen to music, but most of them in the Seville fair are private, so if you're not a member you can't really go in. So that's why the Seville fair can be a bit of a annoying sometimes. It's beautiful, there's horses and carriages and so many things. It's beautiful, but that's why other cities that have their own fair might be a bit more fun for a foreigner, because you don't need to be a member. And so yeah, that's a big difference, I think. Alright guys, well I think we're gonna leave it as that for now. Just so you know as well, I think I'm going to release it on Monday. I'm going to release my first French lesson. I've almost finished the editing. I'm pretty happy with it, though it feels really weird to hear myself speak French, and also you would be surprised, but when I was filming I had to repeat everything I said in French because it was full of mistakes. I can't speak French anymore and it's my own native language. Isn't that crazy? But hopefully you'll like it. It's a very, very basic lesson. I speak in both English and French, and hopefully maybe I'll make a lesson in French maybe once every 2 weeks or something like that. This is still my little English page. But I hope you'll like it. I hope you'll share it with other people who are learning French, because it could be quite cool to have an actual French section in my little English page. The fantastic show with Natalie. Yes, this stopped because we both got really busy, but maybe it'll come back one day. That was a fun show, wasn't it? Good. How far did I go in my Italian journey? So you're referring to me learning Italian. I actually learned Italian in school. So I started in middle school and then I continued into high school. I started reviewing my Italian a little bit last year, but then I stopped. But I'm really considering taking some classes soon, maybe on italki or something like that, because I feel like it's sad to have spent almost 10 years learning a language and then not practice and just forgetting everything. So I'm probably going to get back on it, and thank you for reminding me, Sheriff. Very good. Alright, will I change the style, you mean for the French lesson? You'll notice that I will always wear a specific thing in my French lessons, but I'm not telling you any more than that. It's a bit of a surprise, let's say. I don't want to reveal too much about the lesson, but the background is the same. I mean, my room is just white walls, basically. I need to get something in the background, I think, very soon. Alright guys, well, thank you so much for joining us. We weren't as many today, but that's okay. I'm still happy to have been able to help some of you guys. Thank you so much for joining. Now remember, next week we have Halima from Blackboard English, so that's so exciting. And thank you so much for watching. Keep on learning, and see you on Tuesday on Facebook or on Thursday on YouTube. Take care everyone. Bye bye. Have a lovely weekend.